Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing February favorites and I'm so excited because this month I've got a touch of everything. Of course I've got makeup, I've got a little bit of clothes items that I absolutely love and picked up in the month of February, and of course I've got some fragrance favorites for the month of February. So if you are interested in seeing my February favorites, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, I think what I will do is start with this sweater here. As many of you know, I'm a huge fan of the JENNI KAYNE brand. It's kind of like right up my alley. I absolutely love their sweaters, and I finally picked up one of their COCOON sweaters. So this is a very oversized cardigan, you guys. I've had my eye on it for quite some time. When I was in California, I was able to actually go into a JENNI KAYNE store, and I was kind of on the fence about these beautiful COCOON sweaters because they are very oversized. But it's been on my brain forever. We had our little snowstorm a few weeks back, and I just was craving that kind of cozy, kind of oversized kind of sweater. And I have to say, I am in love with this oversized little cozy cardigan. So I'm super happy with the quality of the sweater. It is exactly what it is called. It is a cocooning kind of luxurious cashmere sweater. It is oversized, you guys. I have it in the extra small, and I even wish that they had an extra small. And because I'm not super tall, sometimes when I wear like big bulky things, it's not the most flattering. So what I would tell you is I'm super happy with this, but when I first tried it on, I was kind of wearing some kind of loose boyfriend kind of jeans, looser kind of clothes, and I really feel like to make this look super cute. So I feel like to style this for my particular body frame, to kind of make it a little flattering and kind of the way it's supposed to look, I need to be wearing kind of a fitted tank, and that is what I'm wearing today. It's just like a little tank shell here and fitted kind of skinny jeans. Once I did that, then I totally fell in love with the sweater. But when I first got it, I was so excited, and I was wearing kind of loose little boyfriend jeans, and it just kind of was a little bit too baggy. So if you were someone who is best being tall, I would definitely tell you these are just so cozy, luxurious. They're just easy to throw on. They look fantastic like with dresses or with jeans. So I'm super happy with the quality of this sweater now that I've kind of figured out how to wear it on my particular frame. But they have it in several different colors. I ended up getting it in oatmeal. Yes, I would repurchase in a different color. I'm really attracted to the heather gray, but I was laughing with a friend because we had a week of nice weather, and now I'm like, oops, let's get rid of the sweaters and let's move into the spring kind of tanks and blouses and all that kind of stuff. But knowing the weather here, we're going to have winter for a bit more, and so I will get a lot of wear out of this. I also have to say I would wear this year round because I'm the type who gets cold when I'm in air-conditioned buildings and such. So I could see myself bringing this with me or wearing it over a sundress, especially if I'm going to like when things are open, we're going to restaurants and stuff, I could see totally just throwing this on. So this truly is an adorable sweater. I can wear this buttoned all the way up, wear it a little bit boxier, but I prefer to kind of wear something a little bit more fitted underneath, and I'm truly impressed with the quality. Now, quick little tip, I did have a coupon code that I used. It came as it came with a catalog that came to my home, and it provided me with a 20% off code. So since this was a little bit more of a spendy item, I was kind of waiting for that special code to show up. And during that winter storm, I had to laugh. I'm like, I need the cocoon sweater right now. We're stuck inside. I just want to kind of wrap myself up in my sweater and stay cozy. And this is just exactly that. So super in love with the JENNI KAYNE cocoon sweater. It comes in a variety of amazing colors, and I can see myself repurchasing this item. I just had to figure out how to start. Next, I want to talk about a candle that I'm in love with, and this was a present from my son. This is from DIPTYQUE, and this is the Boulevard Saint Germain 34. And you guys, you know I'm a fan of DIPTYQUE candles in general, but I had not smelled 34, and this completely takes me to Paris. Like, it's been a long time since I have been there, but I love the fact that this candle can just completely transport me to the streets of Paris, and it just makes your home smell so good. I think especially since we've been feeling a little bit stuck, not doing a lot of travel, I also find that I use perfume and candles and such to kind of transport me to someplace else so I can dream and scheme about being there someday, hopefully sooner rather than later. I'm a huge fan of DIPTYQUE. I really do love their fragrances, but I love sort of their home products such as their candles. One of my ultimate favorites is the DIPTYQUE. This is Fleur de Peau, and this is kind of their multi-use kind of product. You can put this in your laundry, like you can pour some in your laundry. I love to just use this kind of as a room spray. You can use it as perfume as well. You guys, I use it for so many different things, but I tend to love to spray this right before I go to bed. I love to spray this in my bedroom. It makes everything just feel cozy and delicious. This is like comfort in a bottle. So this is a nice soft musk. Basically, Fleur de Peau is a beautiful musk fragrance, but this one, if you're going to spray this around your home, it's going to just smell amazing. And so love this. And then this candle just makes your house smell so good. So we had had some power outages during this winter kind of snow slash ice storm, and I was needing to pull out all of my candles, and you guys, this one just smells so good. It's got some kind of fresh green notes. It's got a little bit of spice in it. It almost smells like a tad bit earthy. Like, it truly makes me feel like I have gone through the streets of Paris, like after a good little rain shower. Sort of smells like that, like a little bit, maybe some mossiness to it, but there's a freshness. You guys, it says it has crumpled black currant leaves and sun-dried fig leaves. And so it does have some of that element to it. It just is so amazing. To me, this just makes your house smell really good and very welcoming and inviting. So if we were to invite people over to our house right now, I would want to be burning this because I feel like they would walk into my house and feel very welcomed. And that's what I want to kind of invite people into my home. I want them to feel comfortable. I want them to feel welcome, and this is just truly a spectacular candle. So I also wanted to share, if you are a fellow candle lover and kind of like your house to smell amazing and stuff, I highly recommend these two products. So Fleur de Peau, you can spray this everywhere, and the candle, this is the 34 Saint Germain. Okay, clearly I was affected by the snowstorm. Cozy sweaters, inviting candles, I was needing all of that, but yes, I did play with some makeup in the month of February, so let's get to that. So first thing I'm going to mention is the Chanel. You guys, this is the L'Essence de Teint foundation. As I mentioned the other day, I had actually been a crazy nut bar and ordered it from Harrods a few months back, but again, it was hard to pick up. It is finally launched in the US, and I can finally tell you guys, like, yes, This is a favorite foundation of mine. So excited that it is finally launched, and I'm so excited because many of you have tried it and you love it as well. So this is a serum kind of foundation. It's going to give you a healthy glow. This is what I'm wearing today, and it's just been fantastic for my more mature dry skin. Foundation does come with a very nice Chanel brush, and you guys, it's actually really nice. Oftentimes when products come with certain brushes, they're not always the best quality. This one is actually super nice. I do use this along with the foundation to buff it into my skin, and I bought it in BR22. Now, for reference, I'm worried that all of my other Chanel foundations may not be correct because I usually buy BR32, but this was all they had when I was being the crazy person and having to buy it from Harrods. So I do have some swatches for you today, and I've got BR20, BR30, and BR32 in this formula. So I'm gonna quickly swatch those. Okay guys, trying to give you a close-up as possible. I'm also gonna insert a picture, but this first one is B20. This is BR22, B30, BR32. So I'm actually thinking that B20 is probably my best match here. BR22 does work. It's just going to have, again, that little bit of pinky undertone. B30, those ones tend to lean a little too warm for my skin type, and this clearly is not my shade. I don't even usually get that tan in the summer. And I also need to give a shout out to the Chanel. This is a longtime favorite. This is the Le Beige Water Fresh Tint. Now, in the past month, we've been having so much fun mixing this little Water Fresh tint with other combinations of foundations. So we've been calling them the magic combo, and I've just been laughing because I've had a true love for this product for quite some time. I have this one in medium light, but I basically call it magic in a bottle. This is often what I will just wear on the weekends with no other kind of foundation. I will use a little bit of concealer, but this one just plumps up your skin. It's super hydrating, and again, you can use this as a primer before makeup. You can use it mixed in with other foundations to kind of give yourself a little hydrating boost, as well as you can top it on top of other foundations. That's another way somebody was telling me they like to use this on top of their other foundation to kind of give a little bit of a glow. So I tend to just use this kind of on its own or mixed in with other foundations, but it's such a versatile product. I've loved it for a long time, but we've been playing with this a lot the past month, and someone was asking me if I have mixed, I believe they've asked me if I've mixed these two together. I will definitely do that on camera. I'm finding with the Sublimage L'Essence, I get plenty of glow just on its own, so I'm not recommending that you need to get both of these expensive kind of foundations, but I am wanting to give this a shout out because it is just a fabulous product. Love it, and I just love it on its own as well. It just isn't going to have a ton of coverage, so if you're someone who likes a little bit more of a natural look and you haven't tried this product yet, I would definitely recommend it. I seriously, anytime I'm wearing this on camera, you guys are telling me that my skin looks good, and I'm always like, it's the makeup, it's this Le Beige Water Fresh tint. It does something a little bit magical on the skin. So two of these little favorites for the month of February. Okay, we've got lots of eyeshadow to get through for the month of February. A lot of spring launches, and I have a lot of favorites. So First thing is the Chantecaille. This is the Butterfly Eye Quartet. And you guys, at first, I'm going to admit I was a teeny bit scared of this green kind of triple chrome color. Right here, I know, looks a little bit outside of like my normal neutral zone, but it is so pretty on the eyes. Now, I often will admit that I have been using the three colors right here, not necessarily that one every single day, but I love these three shades. This is a fantastic, super versatile kind of quad. It's got this beautiful taupe shade right here, so pretty, as well as the peach tone. Then we've got this kind of cool toned, kind of a little bit dusty, almost taupe lilac, and it is just a beautiful, very versatile kind of eye quad. So if you're someone who loves a neutral palette, but you're like, oh my goodness, this color right here is a little scary, I promise you it looks beautiful on the eyes. It adds a little zhuzh, but you will get a lot of wear out of just the three of these colors if you're more of a neutrals girl. So love the Butterfly Eye Quartet. And then we had a little bit of fun with the SUQQU signature eye color quads, and I have to just give a shout out to one particular one. I am in love with this number 6 from the line. So I bought 3 of them, and I do like all of them, but I have to say this one had the most interesting kind of color story to me. It has that beautiful kind of celadon green here, but I love this mixed with this kind of steely, almost has a little bit of blue-gray in here, and I just think the combination of those two are so beautiful on the eyes, especially if you're someone who has kind of hazel eyes. I found that this kind of made my eyes pop a little bit. I love this color. It's really pretty, but I think the mix of those together are just really nice. So this particular number 6, I wanted to give a shout out because I really enjoyed that. It's been fun to wear, and I'm just glad I have that. So that's number 6. I also bought number 1 and number 2. Love those just as much. And then another highlight of the month of February was having a sweet present show up to me. This was from C. She lives in Brussels, and she sent me some SURRATT Beauty. I had a little fun playing with these beautiful colors here. I'm already a fan of SURRATT Beauty. I think their eyeshadows are just so buttery, silky. They are also very fantastic for anybody who's sort of more like a novice, or I consider myself, I'm not a makeup artist, I'm just a makeup enthusiast, and these are just super easy to use, super buttery, creamy, and I just find that you can't really mess up your eyes that much. So I'm in love with this Chocolat Noir. It's so pretty on the eyes, you guys. This is Idealist. It's such a pretty kind of champagne gold. Just gorgeous, creates a beautiful smoky eye. And then the blushes, which you definitely have heard me talk about before, and this one is La Vie en Rose. And it's so funny because I've wanted this one for so long, and I was just really like that as a beautiful kind of neutral rosy toned blush. So I just want to say thank you so much for being my personal stylist. I've been loving everything you've been recommending, and again, thank you so much for such a generous gift. So sweet of you. Okay, next one is actually a recommendation again from C. She had recommended that I try the Clé de Peau, and this is the Golden Lace Eye Quad. And you guys, I had never tried any of the Clé de Peau eye products before. I kind of love them for complexion products. I like their skincare products, but I'd never really gotten into any of their color before. I've been intrigued, but I just didn't go there. And I have to tell you, I am so surprised at how lovely these shadows are. These are very much a line, I would say very buttery, very silky, kind of along the lines of SURRATT Beauty. I was a little bit worried because a lot of them look a little bit shimmery, in the pan. But when I put them on my eyes, they just gave me the most gorgeous kind of look. Very, not very soft, very pretty, nothing too aging or glittery or anything like that. I just thought it kind of created a really pretty soft eye. And there's another one that I'm intrigued by. It is called Baby Universe. I believe that's it. I think many of you told me I need Baby Universe, and guess what? I would totally buy another one of these quads because I think that the quality is there. So this was a new discovery to me for the month of February, and I'm just so happy because I really do love the brand Clé de Peau. It is expensive, but they have quality products and have loved their complexion products for a very long time. Okay, we're going back to Chanel for a moment. You guys, I'm in love with this is the Pearls at Lumiere, and this is this gorgeous highlighter. Now I'm finding this to be super versatile. As I was saying the other day, I love to wear this particular color on my eye, kind of like a really pretty easy eye color, just like that. It just has a really pretty reflection on the eye. I will just whip this on with a little bit of liner, and of course I'm going to be using that. And of course I'll be using that as a highlighter on my cheeks. It's also a fantastic kind of blush topper, especially if you are somebody with a little bit more pale skin. You can actually even use this kind of as blush, and it is just so beautiful. So I think that YouTube has finally turned me into a lover of highlighter. I'm not someone who wears that every single day, but when I do, I just think I really like the way that it kind of highlights your cheekbones, gives you a little bit of a glow. Hello, that's what it's supposed to do. And I think I'm turning the corner on that. So, love this one from Chanel. It's not too over the top. It's not too blingy. I just think it looks pretty and gives you a really nice kind of champagne with a little bit of bronzy glow to it. So, just so gorgeous. And I would highly recommend this product because I think you can use it, because I think you can also use this a couple different ways. So I think you'll get your use out of it. Okay, I've narrowed it down to 3 lipsticks for the month of February. And we're going to start with my favorite from Chanel. This is a Rouge Cocoa Flash that I just love that formula. It's one of my favorites. I tend to really gravitate towards lipsticks that are a little bit more of a hybrid between a balm and a lip gloss, just something that's going to be hydrating. And this color in Delicatesse is just so pretty, you guys. It totally pops your complexion, gives you a little bit of oomph. It's so easy to wear. It's kind of spring, it's kind of a beautiful spring tone color. And I'll just put this on real quick. And this is the shade Delicatesse. I find this to go with a lot of different eye looks. It's just really easy to wear, but I do feel like it gives your complexion a little bit more oomph. And again, it's got that glossy kind of look, so it's kind of nice for more mature lips. A little bit of softness on the lips seems to be a little bit more youthful. Next up, we've got the Clé de Peau. This is the Luminizer, and this one is in Sweet Satin. And again, this is a little bit pinkier than I normally go, but I find again that it's kind of giving my complexion a little bit of a lift. And I love this formula just for the same reason as I love the Rouge Cocoa Flash, and that is because, again, it's going to be a little bit more of a gloss kind of look in a lipstick. And this one's just a softer kind of spring pink. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to the SURRATT Beauty Lip Sleeks. I love I've loved this formula for a very long time. Again, you can probably imagine why. I just really like this kind of glossy kind of formula. So all three of those lipsticks, guys, kind of have the same kind of feel to it. A little bit glossy, very hydrating, going to give your lips a little shine. This one is in Éclatante, and this is going to be kind of your lips, but better in a nice rosy tone. And this is Éclatante. Okay, moving on to fragrance, and yes, we will have another Fragrance Friday next Friday. I just wanted to go ahead and get my February favorites up today, and I have two of them I want to talk about this past month, and I'm so excited because we've got some spring perfumes. I've had a request to kind of show some more springtime perfumes since all of us are craving that, but before we go there, we need to talk about this Fragrance du Bois. This is MINUIT et DEMI, and I've talked about this a few different times this past month, but I'm a huge fan of Fragrance du Bois. Did a whole video on it, so I'll link that below. But basically, I pre-ordered this. Was a special launch from Demi Rawling and Fragrance du Bois. Now, I'm a huge Demi Rawling fan. She is amazing, and she created this beautiful perfume with one of my favorite brands as well, Fragrance du Bois. And you guys, if you are a gourmand lover, you are going to love this MINUIT et Demi. Now they are doing a second release. As I had mentioned in my video, this was something that I bought, I want to say around Thanksgiving, maybe it was in December. They did a special launch. It sold out within 3 days, and they are going to do a round 2, so you can get your hands on this fragrance. This will be happening, I believe she said, in March, and what I'm telling people is to go ahead, subscribe to Fragrance du Bois, their newsletter, as well as Demi Rawling. I would watch her on Instagram. On her Instagram, it is saying a second release happening in March, but it doesn't have all the details yet. So I would follow her on Instagram because you're going to find out exactly when you need to order this. It will go fast. This is a beautiful, cocooning, warm, sexy, intoxicating, gourmand fragrance. So if you're into those kind of scents, so good. This has a beautiful coffee note in it that really stands out for me and makes this special. So as I've said, this is kind of like walking into a really quaint slash chic coffee shop and smelling beautiful, kind of like a caramel macchiato drink being made, having some of these, smelling some beautiful kind of baked goods in the background. So of course this is going to be a coffee shop that also sort of has a bakery element to it. So definitely has those gourmand touches. It is not too sweet. It is not cloying. It's just got a beautiful coffee caramel kind of combination in it that makes it very inviting. Really beautiful scent. This is also a compliment getter. This is one of those kind of warm, cozy scents that people tend to be attracted to. And I just have really, and I've just been super happy with this purchase. I knew I was going to buy it and knew I was going to love it. So yes, I did. So this is a special fragrance for me. Love Demi. So happy to be able to support her, as well as I enjoy Fragrance du Bois fragrance. And then we've got my fragrance for life, you guys. This is Ormonde Jane. This is Royal Elixir, and this is pretty much everything I've been looking for in a perfume, and I'm just obsessed with it. So I've been on the hunt for a perfume just like this. This is luxurious. This is dreamy. This is complex, so it's got some complexity to it, but it is also kind of approachable. It is not aloof. This is going to make you feel sophisticated and classy, but not uptight. Maybe that's how I want to say. It's not an uptight kind of fragrance. It just sort of aligns with everything that I was kind of looking for. I wanted a floral kind of fragrance, but I have a little tricky time with some florals. It needs to have a kind of warm, rich base for me. This is basically the extrait version of Amber Royale from Ormonde Jane, which I just love, but this is the extrait version, so it's going to be a little bit more amped up. This one just makes me feel happy. It makes me feel sophisticated. It makes me even feel a bit sexy and sensual, and I don't necessarily think of myself as someone who's super sexy, but it just is got this play that I love about it, that again, it just has this feel about it that is not uptight or stuffy, but it does have that kind of classy, kind of sophisticated touch to it. So it just has everything I was looking for. It's got a little bit of a green note in it, so it's got a little bit of freshness, and I think all Ormonde Janes, the ones that I've smelled, there seems to be sort of this light kind of ethereal green note in the line that I'm kind of enjoying. I'm not totally someone who gravitates towards fresh fragrances, so in the head of this it's got green notes, it's got bergamot, so again a little bit of freshness there. It also has orange absolute. But then in the heart, we've got that beautiful amber. It's got the lush floral, so it does have jasmine in here, but again, done in a perfectly balanced way. It's got osmanthus, rose oil, orris butter, so there's a bit of earthiness that I'm really loving, as well as orchid oil. And then in the soul, it's got cedar wood, ambroxan, tonkin, patchouli, and musk. So again, you guys, this is a complex kind of fragrance, but there's just something that's very approachable and quite lovable. So this truly is like a fragrance for life for me. I cannot see myself getting sick of this. This is just everything that I kind of love in fragrances. And then last but not least, we have got a little luxury sneaker that I am obsessed with. So my kids are always wanting me to up my sneaker game. I'm someone who likes my athletic shoe. I am a Adidas Boost girl. Like, I just love those for workouts and such, and then I will just wear them out into the world. But evidently I need to be upping my sneaker game. I almost bought these about a year ago plus. The last time I was in New York, I almost bought these and they didn't have my size, and then I just kind of forgot about them. But I recently was at Nordstrom and I tried on these Alexander McQueen sneakers, and I just fell in love with the comfort of them. I just kind of fell in love with the fact that they had a little bit of a lift to them. So it's got a little bit of a platform lift here. As I've mentioned, I'm not super tall. I'm about 5'3" on a good day, and I don't necessarily like the flat kind of sneakers that my kids always want me to be wearing. I've got plenty of Converse, you guys. They don't feel the best on my feet, and I don't necessarily like being short, so I have the platform Converse that I absolutely love. But these are just so cute on the foot. So I was a big Stan Smith girl growing up. I was a huge kind of preppy dresser back in the 80s, and this kind of reminds me of Stan Smith. But of course these ones are elevated, and this is the patchouli and white color, so that's got a little touch of my pink that I love so much. And you guys, they just look super cute on your feet. They give you a little lift. I'll put a picture in there. They do make your feet look super small. Like, I almost feel like they have sort of a baby foot quality to them. But what I would tell you is these are super comfortable. So unfortunately I am to that age where I need comfortable sneakers. I will spend money on them if they're comfortable. These of course are a designer brand You can find lots of sneakers that don't cost this much, but these really are so cute. I get compliments every time I wear them out into the world. And as far as sizing, I did size up half a size. So I normally wear a size 7. I bought these in a 7.5. So I do think these run a little bit small. I would go try these on, but I definitely needed to size up half a size. So now I have officially upped my sneaker game. Okay, you guys, those are my February favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm so happy that we are in the month of March, moving towards spring. I have so many fun things that are coming up for you. So please stay tuned. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will be back with another video soon.